Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm sorry it's a little noisy in here because we've got the CNC machine going, and I'm doing some work here myself. And this is what I always enjoy doing and I enjoy doing this kind of stuff, but I don't get a chance to do a whole lot of stuff lately. I've been so busy. Now we have a big day this week at the Red Brick House. And that comes on Thursday. We have the state of Virginia doing their evaluation on the Red Brick House on whether or not they feel that it is warranted of being on the state registry. So I'm excited and I'm kind of nervous actually at the same time. And I'm actually here doing a little different project, something I've never done before. And that is I'm making a cupola for the barn, or excuse me, not barn, the garage that I have. And if you give me a second here, I'll show you exactly how this is going to work. This is like the main section for the venting. I'm using pocket holes and pocket screws to hold the framework together. Now, here's what I've done. I've taken multiple pieces of wood here, basically make a corner piece, okay? And this corner piece is our lip for our vents. Instead of just making regular wood vents, I'm actually cheating, and I've got plastic ones. And in case these don't last long enough, I'm gonna make it so I can take these out and replace them. And so, these pieces like that will allow this to basically sit on there, and then I'll have like a quarter-round piece of molding that goes around to hold them in place. So, give me a second here. Of course, the glue doesn't want to come out. So the state of Virginia is having their quarterly meetings. The Red Brick House, along with about 16 other locations, are up for being put on the Virginia registry. And if it makes it, then the next step is it goes to the national registry. So hopefully that'll happen. So I'm building this like I build most things, in my head. So a lot of things that I do is I see what I want it to be, and then I go from there. So this is the box framework. This is the box that will hold all of the vents. And then we'll have a roof on here, and then we'll have a piece that's on underneath of it to actually go on the roof. Now, see it begin to take shape here. I'm going to be going to my friends at the Virginia Institute of Blacksmith, my good friend Shenanigans, to actually make the wind vane for them. Now I'm debating, I see I messed up here. I'm debating on if I want to do a saw blade wind vane or Jobu Sports Jobu Sports Star. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with this. We're going to make a rim that's going to go around here, and then we're going to do two cross pieces that will be tapered for our roof to go on. And that's where I'll go to my good buddies, like I said, Shenanigans, get them to make me like either a copper roof or a black metal roof. Now the venting, we'll be able to go in like this, and then we put our quarter round molding on here that'll keep it sealed up and in place. See, save some time instead of having to do the loop. And then underneath of here, we'll do another edge. We'll take like 1x4s, and what we'll do is we'll take our shaper and we'll put a bevel on it, so that way the water will be able to drain off of it. And then underneath of it, it's just then making a box that it sits on that we cut out with the pitch of the roof onto it, and it will be able to sit on there. We'll put flashing on it. It'll be it, easy peasy. So I'm excited about getting this together. Now, there's something else I'm actually really excited about. I am on the Historic Commission for the city of Waynesboro, and we serve for about a year and a half, I think it is, per term, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. But there's a hotel that was built in the 1920s called the General Wayne Hotel. Fishburne Academy actually had been owning it for like the last 20 years, and they sold it to some developers some years ago. And I had heard there's a planning meeting tonight where there's going to be, we had originally heard about demolishing it, which is like, oh no, it's in the historic district. They're going to be, but we've dug in deeper going through the application and stuff that's going through it. They're going to have to take off what was additions that were put on in the 50s, the kitchen and another section that aren't part of the original hotel part of it. But they're going to be keeping the original hotel, and they're going to be renovating it and turning it into 40 apartments, which is helping, which is actually great news, because we're going to keep the original facade, the look, the feel and stuff in the historic district, as well as create 40 more apartment buildings, which is sorely needed in the city of Waynesboro. And on top of it, this is another step in helping to revitalize the downtown. So this is only a block and a half away from the Red Brick House. So it's great to see urban renewal happening in Waynesboro, and I'm happy to be part of that. And if we could end up getting the Red Brick House on the historic registry, that's even better for the city of Waynesboro. So, got this much done. Gonna let this set up. We'll end up doing our lip that's gonna go up here and cutting out our pieces for our, basically our rafters for this next, and getting this together. But I'm beginning to like how this is looking. This is actually coming along really good. And like I said, I didn't have a plan for this. This is one of those things that's like, okay, I see it in my mind, what I want, and we'll go from there. All right, you good people, I'll give you some updates as we go on here.